As the sign says behind me, welcome to Maryport. So, about, 6 years ago, in the height of lockdown, I got a bit bored and I made a video about Maryport, mainly because I'd always judged the place. I lived locally and I'd only moved into Maryport a couple of years before, and I'd always judged the place based on what people told me. And when I lived here, I realised there's a lot more to it than Scary Port, and I decided to do a little video to show people what was going on. And at the time I said it's a place that's on the up. It's 6 or 7 years later, and I think it's actually completely different to what I'd toured around originally, so I decided to do another one. I selected today because we have the Taste of the Sea Festival on down at the harbour, so I'll be able to show you around that. So let's go and have a look at Maryport. So whilst we wait for the lights, let's have a look at these two shops across the road. We've got the Rusty Crab and the Three Frogs. Three Frogs is for ladies and the Rusty Crab is for gentlemen. And they opened, in the past few years, and they've been an absolute boom for the town. It's a place where you can go now and get clothes that you just wouldn't find in places like Primark. A little bit more expensive than places like that, but you do get some high quality stuff. So I do advise popping in. They are destination shops in my opinion. In fact, the shirt and jeans that I'm wearing at the moment, I got from the Rusty Crab. I really like that place because even a chunky boy like me can go in and get some decent clothes. I wear their clothes to death. Okay, so this is the main shopping street, Sen House Street. And if we go up here, we'll start showing you a few of the local businesses. As usual in any small town, you're going to have your takeaways and your barbers and things like that, but there's a lot more to this street now. It's a lot of independent retailers, so let's go and have a look at what we've got. Now, I'm not going to be able to cover everything here, but I'll try and pick out some of the shops that are of interest. Here we've got the heart of Maryport. This is my wife's favourite shop. This is why I'm pointing this one out. And this is a shop where you can get all kinds, gifts, cards, hats, bags, jewellery. There's all kinds in there. You go in there and you'll definitely find a gift for somebody. And my wife goes in and regularly buys gifts for herself from there. So as we walk up the street past a few of the regular shops, I think this place now, it used to be a local town with a few local shops in, but now it's a destination. So if you're a holiday maker, literally coming from down south, there's plenty here for you to do. You're right on the doorstep of the lakes, so like 20 minutes to Keswick or something like that. So it's a really, really good place to base yourself. If you're a day tripper from the local area, there's a lot to do here. And if you're a local just looking for somewhere to shop, or a nice cafe, again, the place is full of stuff to do. So in my opinion, holiday makers or locals, there's a lot for everybody here. So let's keep looking. So for me, one of the great things about this place is the cafes. This Studio Pixel is absolutely superb. I don't think it's open on Mondays and Tuesdays, but it's generally open every other time. It's difficult to get in most of the time. They do the best coffee in town. That's not even a question about it. They don't actually sell anything other than coffee and cake. So you don't go in there for a lunch or anything. You go in for a coffee and a chat and a cake. It is really funky in there. I really like the place when I can get in. I used to go there on a weekly basis when I could get up early enough. But I highly advise that place. If you want the best coffee in Cumbria or a cake, you've got it. Now this street down here is often missed out. It's Crosby Street. People walk past this because it's not on the main strip. And you'll see down there are a few shops. There's a decent butcher down the end there. And you've got Spudley's over there where you can go and buy your baked spuds. And next to it is Keepsake, where you can go and buy your sort of seaside rock and all that kind of stuff. So if you've got kids here, take them there and fill them up with sugary stuff. So that's a little side street. Let's keep moving. So here we've got Born and Bred. Okay, this is a local bakery. This was opened in the last couple of years. When this place opens, you've got to get in quick to get the bread. They do sell out quickly. I imagine it's closed today because they're probably up at the food festival, so they'll have some kind of stall up there, but normally they're open. And they sell freshly baked sourdoughs, and you can get focaccia sandwiches, and they do all kinds of things like cinnamon rolls and their own hummus, and it's absolutely superb. And I know a lot of people who are on the nearby campsite just come down here in the morning to pick up loads of bread for the breakfast. It's absolutely top quality stuff. Next to it, we've got the Smuggler's Cove. This is the what's it called? The cocktail bar in the area. There's actually 2 cocktail bars. This is the most recent cocktail bar. And this is a really nice place. They really take pride in the cocktails that they make and how they mix them up. Well, one of the things they do is they actually get pizzas delivered from the pizzeria down the road. So you order a pizza from here and they'll deliver it through the back door so you can sit and have cocktails and pizzas, which is a great thing. I'll show you the pizzeria in a minute. Pizzeria. I'm from Liverpool. I never said I could speak English. And so is the pizza place. It's Portobello. The owners of Portobello, they really take a lot of pride in their pizzas. Oh. Okay, so they take a lot of pride in their pizzas. There's the owner there, in fact. So I'm just doing a little vlog of Maryport today, and I was just telling them about the pizzeria here, and talking about how you actually go to Italy and learn the trade. And
yeah, we've been to Italy quite a few times in the last few years to try lots of pizza.
Yeah, so you come back with all, because when I get pizza from here, it's the proper Italian experience, isn't it?
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Proper pizzas made the proper way.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And you're down at the festival today?
We're not today, unfortunately. No, we're open here for the first time for lunch.
Oh, right, okay.
Getting ready for a busy seafood, surf and turf inspired menu for tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope the festival goes well. Lovely weather for it again.
Great, beautiful weather, isn't it? Yeah.
Maryport,
lovely.
Maryport loves a party.
It does. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Thanks for chatting. Cheers. So there you go. And so normally they're there at the weekend, or the festivals. Mustn't have been able to get a slot today because it's so busy. So, but do get down there. Now, I'm going to just show you the Carlton here. I'll just turn the camera around. I want to talk about that. The Carlton. So this whole building here, this sort of big white building behind us, you can see it. This actually opened in about 1830, I think, as a bank. And then it became a cinema, and then later in its life in the 20th century, late 20th century, I think it was a bingo hall. I'm sure a lot of locals, the older locals, can remember it being a bingo hall. I'm I've only been here for a few years, I don't remember it all. But they've actually sort of regenerated it now. It's taken quite a while, and it's opening in autumn. And you can see they've taken on the place next to it, that green thing, which has been called the Shed. That used to be a cafe, Ogne's Cafe, I believe. That was knocked down and that was put in place. But now they've got an auditorium in there, so they're going to be able to have gigs and theatre shows and all kinds of events going on in there. So come autumn, watch this space. There's going to be all kinds going on. So Maryport won't just have stuff for the summer; it'll have stuff for the winter, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's a great thing for the area. So let's keep wandering down. There's Antonio's. That is the other cocktail bar. That's been going a bit longer. They struggled a little bit for getting staff, but you can go in and get some fantastic cocktails. I've had a few good nights in there. This here is Red Bee Coffee. If you want to feed, you get yourself into Red Bee Coffee. They do some fantastic food. I love their little salads that go with everything. They do some great baked goods, some lovely cakes. Definitely worth a go. And they actually own another cafe which is down on the prom as well. You see the staff sometimes scuttling backwards and forwards between them, so you can get yourself down to the prom to their other cafe, and it's got fantastic views out onto the Solway. So we're heading now down into the harbour. And there are pubs all over the place, by the way. I mean, I've missed a couple of pubs as we've walked down, but I'll try and punt out a couple. The Middle Tap's just reopened behind that van after a period of closure. So that used to be, I just found out recently, it used to be a squash court or something. So, I don't know, something like that. But now it's a pub anyway. We've also got the Lifeboat Inn down there. They do big feeds. You need a lot of food, you can go to the Lifeboat Inn. There's an art gallery. So this is the Shipping Brow Gallery. Okay, it's free to enter. And they have sort of changing sort of shows on in there, and there's a lot of local artists in there as well. So that's well worth a visit. And then we come to the bridge across the harbour. I'm going to stop on the bridge and just have a little look around from the bridge. You can see a few things from there. Okay, this is the way into the harbour that you're going to find. Just let these people get past. Okay, so you can see behind me, there's the river there, and over the side is the Wave Centre. And that's not the Wave Centre now, it's called the Maryport Activity Centre. And they've got a gym, a cafe, they've got a soft play for the kids, they've got a climbing wall. Definitely worth a visit. I've been up that climbing wall. I got a little bit too overactive and did me shoulder in, unfortunately, because I was with a school trip and all the kids were bouncing up the wall like little spiders, and I tried to copy them and hurt myself. But absolutely fantastic little day out there. If you look on this side here, okay, you can see that church behind you. Okay, that is being converted into the Maritime Museum. Not sure when it's going to be open. Should be soon. But also along there, if you walk along that street, there's a chippy. Now it's about to be sold and go into different hands, but they do the best chips in the whole of Maryport, so definitely worth a visit. Although it's cash only, so be aware of that. So make sure you got some cash. They don't take cards. Straight ahead of us is the Maryport Tandoori. This is an award-winning curry house. If you want to get something to eat in the evening, head here. The staff are so friendly. The owner will greet you by shaking your hands as you walk in. So it's a lovely place to go to. And then next to it is the Captain Nelson. Now the Captain Nelson, this is a great pub. This pub was closed for years, and every time I walked past it I thought whoever opens this is going to make a killing. It's such a great position, and it's been open now, and it's award winning. It's absolutely superb. It's the best pub in town in my opinion. They have a space at the back. I'll go down there in a minute and show you, where they have like raves almost. They have like DJs in there. On things like Carnival Day, you can't get in. It's absolutely rammed. They do, I mean, they've got everything. I've seen people playing board games. I've seen gigs in there. I've seen, like I said, DJs in there. They do wine tasting evenings. They've had beer festivals, the lot. So as you can see, there's its seating area there outside. Definitely the best pub in the area, in my opinion, obviously. So we're getting up now to the festival. You can start to hear it. It'll be quite quiet at the moment as Maryport's starting to wake up and visitors are starting to turn in, but I'm going to avoid the festival. I'm going to just walk down here. This is a new play park, Shiver Me Timbers. This used to be a big old wooden play park with pirate ships and stuff, but it was looking a bit decrepit, so they put some money into it, and it's now an absolutely superb park. And over in the corner, the far corner there, when it gets hot, they turn on, it's like a water play park, like a little splash pad, so the kids can go and run around in the water. And later on, that will be absolutely rammed full of kids. And the people who open and close it are these guys. So this is the aquarium we're looking at now. Just going to go around and we'll have a look. So there's another view across the way there. You can see the church. There's the Sailors' Return, another pub, another decent pub. On busy days, the crowd spills out and they all sit along the harbour wall, eating the fish and chips and drinking the beer as the sun goes down. It's fantastic. And look at that view up the street. Yeah, I mean, you go abroad for towns that look like this. I know I've been to towns that look like this abroad and been like, whoa, it's lovely here. And then like, you've got it here, it's Maryport. So here is the aquarium. Oh, the aquarium also includes a bait shop. So if you want to do some fishing down at the what's it called? The long thing that sticks out to sea with a lighthouse on it. I'm losing my mind. If you want to go down fishing down there, you can get your bait from there. But there's the aquarium, and the aquarium has a cafe built in. Pier. That's the word. Oh, I'm getting old. And in fact, you can see the lighthouse down there. And so if you head around, it's a bit of a walk around all the harbour, you'll be able to walk down the pier. It's not like Blackpool Pier, there's nothing on it, just fishermen. But the area around it is full of vans and campers, of people sleeping overnight. It's a really popular space. And as you can see straight away, we're looking out on the harbour. It's already getting lively. Now the thing about Maryport is I've found is that it's one of those places where there's always something happening. So you have things like the Taste of the Sea, you have the carnival. Just recently had Maryport Live, where there were live bands in all the pubs over the weekend. It's just constantly happening. Last week they had a free fairground for kids. It was over there. There's just so much going on. So the locals have got a lot to come down to, but there's a lot of reason to visit it as well. Now I want to bear in mind that I'm walking around just as this place is open in this festival. I come here normally later on and it's shoulder to shoulder. It's busy. Right, we're about to come into the event space. So this used to be just a field, and they've turned this into what's an event space now. It's quiet at the moment, but it gets busy. It gets really busy. And at the moment they've got what's called the youth market on. Let's get around and show you. So this is a market where they've got young people selling things, so they're making stuff. We've got 3D printers, crafts, all kinds of stuff going on. And this is all young people making and selling stuff, which is great. This thing here, I don't know if it's going to be open this weekend, but that is the bar. So you can see the picture on there. So that will normally open, and they'll sell cans from there for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 quid. It's quite cheap. Loads of places to sit, and you can hear the music. And she doesn't have a big audience at the moment, the poor girl, but she's kicking things off. It does get a bit busier. And so they've got this container which opens up as a stage, and they've got the whole sound system and everything. This is really great. And normally I've been to things where this whole grassy area is just full of people sitting, and then the whole area is full of people dancing. So let's move on. So everywhere you go in Maryport, there are people sort of selling stuff and doing stuff. And there's another example. This place, Heavenly Bakes, just sitting in this little tiny cottage thing, and get pop in there and get your drinks, your coffees, your cakes. They make lovely cakes in there. Yeah, it's everywhere you go. I'll give you another example one in a minute as we cross this bridge. This bridge is usually down. Sometimes it isn't, and you have to walk around, and this is because the fishing boats have to get out. So you can look around. This is an actual working fishing harbour, and and you see that Chilaris there. If you follow them on social media, they will tell you when they're coming in from a fishing trip, and literally right there where they are now, they will empty the boxes onto the harbour side and you can buy the stuff directly from the boat. You can't get fresher fish than in Maryport. It's just a fact. Okay, this little place here is just opened recently. I don't know why it's not open now. Maybe they're going to open it later on today. There's a sign, open please, so you have to go in. Let's have a little peep. I see, so they're selling sort of animal products, you know, dog bones and stuff like that, eggs, potatoes, and it's on an honesty based system. There's a CCTV camera, so no robbing, okay? Put your cash in or you can scan to pay. So this is going to be really useful for people who are camping nearby, especially if you've got pets, and kindling as well there. So actually pretty good. You just let yourself in and buy stuff. There you go. Shut that. Yeah, it's shut. Right, which way? I'm going to go this way. This is the long way around. Just so you can see the beautiful harbour. Like I said, you know, I've been to places down in, you know, the southwest or foreign climes, and you see places like this and you're like, oh, it's really nice here. And you know, this is Maryport. What a lovely spot. Now, I don't know if you can see it right up there, but right on the hill in the distance, at the very end, there's like a little peaked building, and that is actually the Stenhouse Museum, and that's a museum which holds lots of Roman artefacts, and they've actually got an old Roman fort up there, I think it is. They don't have the actual fort, it's like the grounds where it was, and you can see where the walls were and all that kind of stuff, which is quite interesting. So worth a trip up there. This is a nice little cafe, the Wharf, sitting on the harbour side. They do a good ice cream in there. This is a place just to come for a walk, isn't it? I come walking down here several times a week. It's just fresh air, even when it's pouring with rain. It's just really, really nice place to be. And you can see loads of people go just for a wander down the harbour. It's just a really nice spot. You can see behind me there, the sea and the opening from the harbour and the lighthouse. Oh, nearly got hit by a car. This is the lifeboat. Oh no, I've got it back to front. Let's switch. That's the lifeboat. So they'll be out doing something maybe later. They often do. They often go and scoot around in the water and jump out and do demonstrations and stuff. So, and they've got a little shop there, so you can go and support them by buying from their charity shop. Now, I don't know if this is new since I did my video last time, but this is a camping area now. So you can see it's very, very popular. It's an excellent spot. You got lots of electrical hookups. You've even got just a little bit down there, some glamping pods as well. And you can see the masts of the sailboats behind. So that's the harbour behind, where you've got all the yachts and things like that. And sometimes you get some really glamorous yachts just sailing into Maryport. And me and the wife, we walk along there often wondering which yacht we're going to buy. We never will, I can't swim. So we're getting to the food festival. On this side, this is like the showground area. And as you can see, we've got the kites are up. And you can see straight ahead already, there's loads going on. So I'll take you on a little quick tour of that place. So like I said, it is a holiday destination now, as well as somewhere for the locals. There's loads of other things to do. I mean, if you go back down to where it started and head down the main road, you've got go-karting down there as well. There's always stuff on in this place. So I really advise popping along to Maryport, the place to be. And if you want a real experience, get yourself along on Carnival Day. We experienced our first Carnival Day a couple of years ago, and it's just got better and better each year. And it is wild. It's absolutely superb. So that's a day to put in your diary. Now, I'm just going to flip the camera. That blue building is another cafe. It's actually a harbour building, but it's got a cafe built on the side. I don't want to offend anybody, owners of the other cafes, but this cafe does the best breakfast, in my opinion. Absolutely superb breakfast. It's quite small in there, and because you get the campers in there, you sometimes have to fight to get a table. But they have expanded out the back, so if it's a sunny day, you get some sitting outside. Just got to watch out for the seagulls. But yeah, highly recommended. Now let's see if we can walk into this place here. So we've got some kids stuff going on. Is there a gap through? Can I get through? Yeah, I'll go through here. Ice creams, face painting. So this is like kids' corner, innit? Like the fun house. Teacups. Now this is supposed to be a food festival primarily, so when we get down to the end there'll be loads of food vans, but you still get a few knocking around as we get in. So you got your donuts, your tapas, your paella. Oh, pastel de nata. Oh, churros. This is better than last year, I'm telling you now. Didn't have them pastels, and then they've got dirty dogs for your big fat hot dogs. Mini pancakes, Dutch style, little tiny Dutch pancakes. Mediterranean street food. South African, you get yourself a big sausage there, hog roast, farm fresh meats. This is the charity bar run by the Round Table. And that'll be bouncing later. This place, there won't be anywhere to sit. It'll be absolutely full across the whole place. And this place will be absolutely rammed as well. So you got to bear in mind it's like 10:30 or something. People are still getting up. And we've got ourselves a big stage. There are acts going on all day, right into the evening.
2, 3, sing.
He's trying to get the crowd to sing. There's not much of a crowd at the moment. Good luck, mate. There they are. There's the boys doing the serving for charity. Okay. That's Cumberland wrestling. You've got to try and trip each other up apparently. There you go. Good lad. It's a wrestling local to the area. Cumberland wrestling. You can see here, just sweep down. Have a look at all the stalls. Really Indian smokehouse. I've bought from all of these before. They're all fantastic. And you got your crafts, your artists. your fudges. It is like a festival down here. Oh, Italian pastries. I'm having to fight to not go and buy stuff. I'll be back later by myself and buy some stuff, I reckon. And then let's switch over, do the middle bit. Hedgehog Bakery, legendary sauce, legendary apparently. Lots of Maryport local stuff there. Sweets and meats. Some tasty looking booze there. Scotch eggs. I tell you what, I wish I hadn't had breakfast this morning. Pies. Sweet treats. Recipe kits, oh nice. Might go back and look at the recipe kits. So as you can see there, as you can see, I mean, this is, it literally opened about half an hour ago. So it's going to start filling up. If I get this video out by the end of the day, hopefully people who are going tomorrow can have a look and decide what they're going to head straight to. But I'm going to just take a wander out now, take myself back into town and show you a couple more things before I finish up. Right, we're back on the bridge and I'm going to sort of show you one last little bit of the town. So definitely a place you'd want to go if you're a holiday maker. So I'm going to walk down there, I'll speed up the walk. But if you come across the bridge and you turn left, you'll go past the chippy, but if you stay on the path, I'll show you now.
Down like for the planes.
You stay on the path rather than going on the road. There's the chippy there, there's the Sailor's Return. Then this takes you on a nice little walk. You can actually walk all the way up to the end of that. I say all the way up to the end, up to the wooden structures of the harbour wall. But this will take you on a nice little, stroll. And they've recently put a boardwalk out over a little bit of beach area, so you can walk through and then walk out onto the prom. And the prom, I think it's about 1.5 miles long. You can correct me on that if you like. And you can walk down the length of the prom. There's a cafe part way. There's a skate park down there, I'll show you that. But right at the end there's a golf club as well. And the golf club have just opened their own cafe called the Green Room, which is getting rave reviews at the moment. So it's well worth it, I think. I'll be trying there shortly, soon. Not been there yet. Hoping to get there soon. So let's enjoy this walk. Okay, so this is coming around now into the boardwalk, and so this didn't used to be here. This is just the same as what it is down there. So if you wanted to walk across it, you're walking across the grass and the sand and all that kind of stuff. But now, lovely boardwalk with a load of big solid benches to sit on, look out. I wouldn't say it's a kind of beach here that you could stick a blanket down up and go paddling, but I've seen it happen. Not this bit anyway. And if you're wondering what those mountains or hills are across the water, that's Scotland, which isn't far from here. I wouldn't try to swim it though. So here we are, turning onto the prom. And this is the prom. And you can see, I mean, it's not like a standard holiday beach of golden sands, but during the summer on a hot day, you will see people out there swimming in the sea. It gets quite busy. There's like a patch of sand up by the little path that goes down there, the little slipway type thing. And a lot of people sort of set up there for the day with blankets and picnics and things. But there's a load of grassy areas next to it where a lot of people would set up as well. So it's a lovely beach to go, especially if you like rock pooling and things like that, because you can really get in there and start finding some crabs and wildlife. And you can see up the top there's the Senhouse Museum I was talking about. We're getting closer to it. To get to that, if you wanted to drive, you'd have to go back into town, and there'll be signs up. So as you drive back up towards Senhouse Street, there'll be signs telling you to turn left, and just follow the signs through. And you'll go through some lovely architecture, some lovely old architecture there as you're driving through. Now here's something. If you are here for a break and you've accidentally booked it when there's stormy weather, if you come down here, this little stretch here, during storms, especially during the high tide, there'll be loads of people all on the grass watching the waves, because the waves will crash up over the side of the prom. And they will come flying, like really high waves. Don't get too close, because you will get washed in. And also it's thrown rocks out of the sea. So if you go down the prom, you'll see massive big holes in the prom where the storms have just tossed rocks out of the sea. But it's a sight to behold, and you'll see everyone stood there with the cameras. And if you join the local Maryport groups, people will be posting photos and videos of the waves all crashing up, and it's quite a fun activity. As you can see here, this little bit's quite rocky, lots of little rock pools. And a little kind of sandy spot there. So I'm going to finish off by showing you the cafe owned by the same guy who owns Redby, and then we'll finish up. But I'm hoping that, you know, if you've been considering coming to Maryport, or if you live locally and you've seen this video and you think that's all right there, get yourself along. Keep your eye out, join the local groups, keep your eye out for events that are going on. There's stuff happening all the time. And yeah, I guarantee you'll have a good time. If you're thinking of holidaying, you don't want to pay extortionate prices to park your camper up in the Lake District, park it up here. You're not far from Keswick, but then if you don't want to spend the day driving anywhere, you can just walk around Maryport. And if you're a local, I think you have to agree that the place has definitely picked up in the last 10 years, well, at least as long as I've been here. And I don't think I'd live anywhere else. So, here's the cafe. So as you round this corner, just watching for traffic, gets busy. I mean, when I came here originally, there'd be a handful of cars here, and now there's no parking. So it's so full. You can see here, look, there's a skate park. So that was built recently. Over a little shelter there. So bring your kids with the skates, their skateboards, their BMXs, whatever. Have a little razz around on there. This is the cafe Solway View. And this opened very, very recently. And my favourite position is sitting at that window. They've got little benches at that windows, those windows there. And where that fella sat there and looking out over the Solways, you'll have your coffee. And you can see further down, you see the campers already there. Over there, plenty of places to sit. So, you know, you could come here, you could just put a picnic up on the field, go jump paddle in the sea, pop to the cafe. Cafe's got toilets that are open to the public, as long as you respect them. So you don't even have to be eating at the cafe to be able to use it. So there you go. So that's my view on. I know I've missed out lots of places. If you're local, you're probably going, why didn't you mention this place? Why didn't you mention? I don't have time. I don't want the video to be too long. It's already long enough as it is. You can only listen to me for so long. But if you, I hope you liked the video. Over and out.